Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here as the recording of this Friday, August 5th, 2022. I'm beginning here on Market Street, Celebration, Florida. We'll be taking a short commute over to TTC, Transportation Ticket Center, where I will be park hopping today. I got a reservation for Epcot, so what I'm going to do is start over at Transportation Ticket Center, take the monorail. Yes, I'm getting on the monorail, going over, doing the Epcot loop. Going to do a little construction update, maybe pop in the park for a moment, do a little pin trading, see what's going on in that little area around the section supposedly where Walt's statue will rear his head, and the Moana water experience. All that I should be able to see from the monorail. And then go over to Magic Kingdom and do a little update on Tron coaster, which should be testing. Maybe at D23 they will announce an opening date, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And the train, which there are rumors will be also formulating in the near future. We're gonna get the train back at WDW. It's been a long time, it's been years. I'm inviting you to join me on this very warm Friday afternoon. Well, morning now, but it will go into the afternoon and early evening. Shall you? Also, wearing an appropriate t-shirt. And I'm donning this, and I'm gonna have my umbrella. And at this hour, rush hour has not quite formulated yet, nor have the rain clouds started to precipitate. But both of those things will change as the day progresses. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to storm later. And the temperature is in the lowish to mid 90s. It's a scorcher. It's a scorcher, man. It's toasty. Hence the reason I will probably not only wear the little big brim cap, but also have my umbrella. Approaching TTC, Magic Kingdom parking, and then gonna take the monorail over. I'm pretty excited today for some reason. I was parked over in 425. Oh, getting a crossing of a bus. Lion King and a monorail going by. Nice. Yeah, look at those clouds. That's gonna be good. Also bringing along my Magic Band Plus and some pins that I either have duplicates of or want to trade. In fact, I bought a 2-set the other day. Mr. Toad, this DVC one. This is kind of a pretty good pin, but I don't really need it, so I'm going to trade it off. Hopefully I can get something good as well. My pin collection is really doing pretty well. Now the section I parked in is Scar, not too far if I were to hoof it and walk it up to TTC. But I think I'm going to, just for the experience, these guests are going to get off and I'm going to get on this particular tram and head in. I'm going to tram it up.
They'll pull the door out towards you. Watch your head. Ceilings are low.
It's been a while.
Have to be emptied, folded,
it's been a while since I've been on a tram.
Driver getting off the back.
Yes,
Welcome aboard, folks. You're on the Bill inside the parking lot today. You're billing lot to the right here.
Scar looks a little more intimidating with the weather.
Scar, the villain from the Lion King, is your villain lot, folks. Your row number to remember, 420. Destination is the Transportation and Ticket Center. From there, you're still a mile and a half away from the Magic Kingdom. To finish the journey, take either Highway in the Sky monorail or the ferry boat across 7 Seas. If you have a stroller, just take it past the yellow line and metal row dividing railings to put everything together. Please do not set up strollers next to the tram. We're coming up on our stop, folks. Hold on to the small children. I'll tell you when it's safe.
Nailed it. All right, monorail to Epcot. Here I come. And looks like I missed out on jumping on board this one. They said the next one comes through in 8 or 9 minutes. And as I continue to stand here, gonna get a crossing of the yellow and the orange, or is it red monorail? It's kind of an orangish monorail. One pulling out of the station, one pulling into the station. Epcot Loop monorail approaching. Long pull in here. You know, I think I look at the monorail more than I ride it at Walt Disney World, so this is kind of gonna be a nice treat to get on this. Usually I have a bug on my nose. I had to stop recording for a moment and just kind of wave my hand in front of my face to get it was like a fly or a gnat or a mosquito or something. And I'm right here on the back end I'm gonna try to get near the window so I can get a good angle. Look out the window for a little construction update at Epcot. Oh, a little horn honkage. And even though they state it, it's also written, stay clear of the doors. No, they say, please, yeah, please stand clear of the doors. That's what they say. This is Monorail Peach.
Welcome aboard Monorail Peach, en route to Epcot. For your safety, if you're standing, do not lean on the doors.
Out this window is the old Stolport, S-T-O-L, short takeoff and landing airport. And they're using it for other items, but yeah, it's tucked away back there. They used to have a plane, in fact, Walt's plane, they used to have at Disney's Hollywood Studios near Catastrophe Canyon. Used to land back there. Now this will kind of be like backwards deja vu, because I just went through this the other way. It'll be nice though, when I leave Magic Kingdom later, I'll be parked nearby. So this does make sense on some level. Got the power grids down there. Take a look. Whoop. Swooping by quickly. Now usually when I park over at Epcot Center, I'll usually start and end my videos with a nice monorail view by standing right about here. And my favorite Joffrey stand. Hidden secret there, never a line. Reminds me I gotta get some Joffreys, Team Joffreys today when I'm in the park. There's the spires there. That wonderful sphere of Spaceship Earth. Just see what I can see from here. Now the guest relations building is back open, which is nice. And of course Guardians of the Galaxy is open, and I must say, I love it. The new Club Cool over there, the Connections Cafe, the new gift shop, all that. Yeah, it is a real beehive of activity out there. You can see the mountains for the Moana water effect, but I'm not really sure exactly where the Walt statue is supposed to, or if it's going to happen, if it's going to be, but I'm thinking like down in there, possibly. You can kind of really see Electric Umbrella used to be over there, now it's Connections Cafe. Yeah, you can see this, there's still a lot going on down in there. I would imagine before the events of 2020 they had planned on having a grand opening for Epcot's 40th on October 1st. But obviously everything got delayed. So this is kind of what remains at this point. Still a lot to do, but I cannot wait for new Epcot. When Epcot 2, I don't know what we'll call it 2.0, but the new version of Epcot. Look at this down here. This is gonna be the water. This is gonna be the Moana water effect mountains and all that, I believe. Yeah, they just got so much going on down. They got the Project Tomorrow sign up over there still and everything. Yeah, I always like doing this loop. It looks a lot different than the last time I went through here. Yeah, I do believe that Joffrey's is going to be where I'm going to. There was no one in line for that Joffrey's. Heading over there. Team Joffrey's. I love this too. All capitals. They need to put everything back to all caps. Experimental, prototype, community of tomorrow. One time Walt called it City of Tomorrow. You could be city or community. And when you take the monorail, you don't have to go through another checkpoint. So when they checked your bags and everything at TTC, you just kind of get dumped off right here. You don't have to go through another one when you monorail hop. All right, coffee hack accomplished. It's at the Joffrey stand before you scan in with your Magic Band. So before you get in the park, never a line, ever. There is something very relaxing and soothing about the rain. Of course, it does help a lot when you have an umbrella at your disposal. But one day these walls will be taken down and be able to walk right through there, which will be amazing to have this whole front courtyard completely open again. Oh, a very peaceful and nice moment with these ducks enjoying the little sprinkles for the precipitation from the cumulonimbus clouds. So it's a little more complex to say that than just say they're just enjoying the rain. Enjoying the rain down there. I really do feel like when Epcot is completed, this new version of Epcot, it is going to be a sight to behold and will probably be definitely, without a doubt, my favorite Walt Disney World park. Kind of already is at this point. It used to be Hollywood Studios back when it was MGM in the early 90s. Now that I'm here, you know, don't go to Disneyland as much, we're starting to get kind of a soft spot for Magic Kingdom again, which is nice. Also interesting, I've timed the monorails out beforehand, and usually they're on a 15-minute loop, but they told me over at TTC that it was on an 8 to 9 minute loop, so maybe capacity is a little higher and they're running the monorails a little more frequently and more often. So this is on an 8 or 9 minute loop today. What did I do to deserve more monorails in one day? But yeah, I really love Epcot. I love old school Epcot, and I really am looking forward to the new version when it's completed. Such a great park. Now I affectionately call this the Pvc Fountain because it looks like it's made out of PVC up there. The little diamond-shaped pyramid. but I'm pretty sure it's made out of metal, but it just looks like PVC. But the fascinating thing is this waterfall goes uphill. The projection of those jets must be intense. Also, fun fact, back when Michael Jackson was alive, he came out here and laid down on this fountain on the other side near the little emitting the fountains on the other side. There's like a little concrete area that Michael Jackson laid down on for a photograph. And then of course the Rainbow Tunnel, which was up here. I'm not going to go up in the DVC lounge today, but Michael Jackson was also photographed in front of the Rainbow Tunnel. Now I was here the other day with Tim, and he seems to think that right over here on the other side of this wall is where the Walt statue possibly could be. That would be kind of neat. You'd have it here, and then you'd have a photo opportunity where you'd have Walt in front of his vision of Epcot Center and Spaceship Earth off in the distance. So I hope that's true. I hope that Walt is right here next to the creation shop. But the reality is you really never know what the future holds. No more Future World, you know, it's called something else, but you never know what the future holds here with this company and with Disney. Because there's a few things they announced at D23 back in 2019 that are not happening, like the Mary Poppins area, little 2 or 3 or 4 story building that we're going to have overlooking the lagoon to watch the nighttime spectaculars. That is not happening. And what's going on with the Play Pavilion? Will that happen? Will the Play Pavilion eventually at some point formulate and be a thing? I've seen it on some of the guide maps saying coming soon, but all those other things I mentioned. So will Walt's statue make an appearance down the road? Will there be a Walt statue? I really hope so. Pulling into the station. Goodbye for now, Spaceship Earth. It won't be for long. I pop in here pretty often. The highway in the sky over to MK. Also, I'm noticing over here, I noticed this on the way in, something is being developed over here. Look at this. Back in there, got some heavy machinery and cleared out land. Wonder what that could be. Wonder what that could be. This monorail line will not take me directly to Magic Kingdom. I have to get off of this one and get onto another monorail. Got to go down and then back up to transfer Magic Kingdom. Now before I walk back up the other platform, I wanted to point this out. This area over here used to be where the Lynx bus, the city and town buses from Kissimmee and St. Cloud and Orlando and whatnot used to drop off. They now drop off closer to the park, not over here at Transportation Ticket Center. But back in the early 2000s, there was a short amount of time I did not have a vehicle, and I was an annual pass holder starting in 2001. I've been an annual pass holder for a heck of a long time, and I would take the Lynx bus, and it would drop me off right here, and then I would have to go up and get on the monorail platform and head over to Magic Kingdom. Okay, so I got off the Epcot one. Now I could take this one, or I could do the boat across 7 seas. You know, I always do the boat across 7 seas. You know what? I'll take the monorail. I'm going to full monorail today. I always point it out and say, there goes the monorail. Today, I'm riding them. Now the one you're seeing here, the lime green, is that'll go over to Magic Kingdom as well, but that is the resort loop. So this is more of a direct pass, so I'm taking this one. All right, please stand clear of the doors. The water bridge, gone over that many times on the pontoons that you can rent over at the Poly. It goes directly over the road and traffic goes over it. Getting ready to go through the Contemporary right now too. So the current bus station is over here, closer to Magic Kingdom. I would guess they still have town and city buses that drop off there as well, but it's closer to Magic Kingdom than it was at TTC back in the day. Now sometimes just nice to look around and notice things. All the years I've been going here, I never noticed there was a clock right here on the monorail platform before walking down. Never noticed that before. I do see some bubbles there where the waterfall should be. Some bubbles are kind of going from like one of the little wands, but the waterfall is not working here next to Cinderella's Castle, which is at the forefront or the end of Main Street, USA. And as I was walking down there, I got to see the parade, the Festival of Fantasy parade, which I have not seen in forever, probably in a few years, where I've walked in while the parade was taking place. Got to see the dragon, the fire-breathing dragon again, which really is impressive. Most impressive. Now, a few years ago, there was kind of like an issue with it, so it was the dragon was not part of the parade for a long time, but the parade is back, fully engulfed with the dragon, and of course Mickey and Minnie at the very end sharing a kiss and giving each other a little peck there on the nose. Well, not a peck on the nose, but their noses touch. Yeah, the Festival of Fantasy Parade. Gotta love it. And I am gonna head over to Tomorrowland at some point. But first I'm gonna go over to Tomorrowland Speedway, but I'm gonna head over to the PeopleMover. But I guess that is Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland Speedway is in Tomorrowland, but I am gonna go on the PeopleMover, and I wanna look over where the train is, over in the little circus area by the Barnstormer, and check on Tron construction and things like that, but I'm gonna get on the PeopleMover as well. Now the line for Speedway looked pretty lengthy at this moment. It might kind of diminish a little bit. It looks like there's a storm. Actually, it looks like they are making everyone get off of the track at the moment. Yeah, everyone that's in the queue line is now going back. I'm kind of noticing this. Yeah, everyone is being told they have to get off of the queue because a storm is rolling in, but I wanted to go on Speedway just so I could see some Tron maybe in action with the ride vehicles of Tron happening, but it looks like they're getting ready to shut Speedway down because I just heard some horrendous thunder. There is a bad storm rolling in very soon. Now they have also shut down the queue for Barnstormer. I'm standing over here where the line would usually be, just seeing if maybe a ride vehicle would go by on Tron. And there is the train station I'm referring to. So there will come a point in the very, very near future where I'll be able to do a Grand Circle tour of Magic Kingdom. This is kind of good. This little area over here, the scrim, which is being put up. I didn't see that my last visit, nor the tracks have been placed back there. Look over here's a little advertisement too for Tron, now programming Tron at Magic Kingdom, and a piece of equipment there. They're getting ready. I am so ready to go on this. You know, I think it's been like maybe 3 years since this thing was operational. And I love the fact that they gave it the Carolwood Park name, just like Carolwood Barn and Griffith Park, and the road that Walt used to live on, Carolwood. And looks like Mine Train is down till the storm passes as well. Also, there are only 3, unlike Disneyland, which has more, there are only 3 stops here for the train: Fantasyland, Frontierland, and Main Street. Also, the new spiel on the PeopleMover, they state up ahead is Light Cycle Run. I'm paraphrasing, but yeah, they're actually acknowledging the fact that it's going to exist soon. Also, these aren't running. Now, the Astro Orbiter rockets are down because of the weather, but the PeopleMover is operational, so getting in line for the PeopleMover. Or TTA for short, Tomorrowland Transit Authority, PeopleMover or TTA. So I've gone from TTC now over to TTA. That's a lot of T's, a lot of TTs. Also, speaking of things I've never noticed, this grate right here, was this grate always here or was it enclosed? It almost looks like the storm might pass under video surveillance right there. Video surveillance happening. Now, some strong rumors, I've even done a whole video on it, that is the ship from Fly the Navigator, but I've also heard that this little spaceship here above the DVC stand might be a screen-used prop or something. I gotta look into that. Passing by the model of Progress City, the inspiration for Epcot. Here's a closer look at that little space pod ship. Oh, there it is. All right, this is completely stopped. Up, they're getting ready to launch it off again. Okay, I thought I was going to get evac'd off the PeopleMover. That would be pretty dang cool. Never had that happen. But I can get a pretty good view at Tron over there from this angle. Tron off in the distance. Now, if this thing starts to launch again, I'll be able to get like up close and personal, more or less, with Tron. They are not testing it though. Okay, back on track. I am now moving. I was able to get a pretty good view of Tron Light Cycle Run. I believe that's the name of it. Kind of get a pretty good view coming and going on the PeopleMover as well. And you can kind of see where the train will be coming out there. And almost kind of makes me wonder if the ride itself, the attraction, might be able, you know, runnable, except maybe it's just the exterior, the theming and everything might not be quite in place. Maybe that is the reason it hasn't been announced an opening day yet, but I know they've been testing. I'm not testing it today because of the weather, but even before I went on my road trip, I noticed that there was a lot of testing going on. So I think this thing is almost ready to open at some point. Just my opinion. And take a look in here. The lights are going on as you go through Space Mountain. I might be able to see Space Mountain
with the lights on right there. The astronaut's kind of looking down, but this is an angle you don't normally see. The ride through PeopleMover through Space Mountain through Starport. Look at that right there. A lot of this you don't see. Yeah, this is a real treat right here with the lights on like this. I've always wanted to ride Space Mountain, the ride itself with the lights on, but dang, this is like the next best thing. PeopleMover through Space Mountain with the lights on.
A hallway full of illuminated lights.
And it looks as if the attraction itself is still dark. So if you're on the ride, the lights are not on, but if you go beside it, it is, yeah, completely lit up. You can see everything. You can see the ride path and all that, which is pretty dang cool. I always like different experiences and, you know, seeing things like this from a different perspective. Also, the Tomorrowland Lighting Company is under a refurb as well. Looks like they've cranked up the vehicles. Look, cast member testing it out right here. Getting the cars all into their proper positions. Mine train full of ghosts. No one. There's no one on it. With the Haunted Mansion off in the distance, got the Liberty Bell riverboat going around the rivers of America. Full steam ahead. Last time I was on this, the cast member told me there used to be 3 riverboats back in the day. Oh, there goes a stork. Now there's only 1 here at Magic Kingdom. And here is the Frontierland train station. It's gonna be really nice to go back up there again. Now, I can't remember what year it was, late 2020, maybe into early 2021, when they were having the 6-foot distancing and all that. I was able to go up there. They had the queue line for Big Thunder stretch all the way up here, and they still had the audio for the train announcements and up there. And I was able to just kind of like walk up these stairs along with the other guests. We were all distanced by the 6 feet, but was able to go up there. But that's the closest I've been up into there, and that only was just right up here up these stairs, and then kind of ventured up around here. But I'll be able to get on there again. I'm really hoping by late this year into early 2023, the Frontierland Railroad Station, Main Street, and the Fantasyland Station will be back open for business. And you'll see the locomotive going right across the tracks. I am excited. I'm also kind of curious when the final date for Splash will be, when the refurb will begin on both coasts, here at Magic Kingdom and also at Disneyland in Anaheim. They're probably not going to announce a final date at D23, but I know they're going to show the new attraction kind of in all its glory of what we're going to be, you know, Princess and the Frog that's going to be coming into this spot, which I'm pretty dang excited about that too. I mean, I love this attraction, love Splash Mountain, you know, but I think they're going to really do a good job with the new one. Looking forward to it. I just stopped off in the gift shop to see if they had any Splash merch, and they do not have any, and according to the cast member that I talked to, they're not going to get any new merchandise where the ride closes. The only thing they have is this press penny collectible, which has Big Thunder. It has Magic Kingdom here, it has the Vulture, and then obviously a couple other Splash Mountains. Those are the only ones, besides the one that's in the gift shop. That's the only merchandise that you can get with Splash Mountain still on it. You know, just as far as in the parks go. And it was the gift shop around by the queue line, not the Briar Patch. I haven't seen the Briar Patch open in a heck of a long time. And I can't even imagine what the line will be like on the final day of this attraction. Noticing over here in the Pirates gift shop, little pin trading, all the pins are on a sword, a swashbuckling sword here. See if I can trade some of the teacup there. The Gaston one. There's Goofy over here with a basketball. How could I not trade off the sword? I am also looking forward to the Jingle Cruise overlay, if that happens this year for Jungle Cruise. And I always like these steaming, spitting tikis through here. And faint sounds of drums playing with these tikis. These have been here forever and a day. I have a photo of me back in the day in front of them. Oh, and I love this. There's a hidden Mickey and Minnie down here. But if you step your foot in here, the cast members will clap and cheer for you. All right, I'm gonna try it. Woo! Wait a second, try it again. Woo! 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 Thank you. And inside the gift shop as heading down Main, the Emporium. I really like this shirt. I've never seen this shirt before. Look at this, all 6 characters here. That is pretty dang awesome. This neon Mickey's cool too, but I like that one right there. Comes in an assortment of different sizes. They also have the 50th pins, and they also have this mystery collection pins. I feel like any of these that are in here, I would be happy with getting. So I think I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna pick up, you know what? I'm just gonna go with this one. I'll go with the first one on the other side. I'm just gonna grab this mystery pin box. And I really like the 50th anniversary Joffrey's blend, which is what they serve at Joffrey's. Usually I would get a vanilla latte or a hazelnut latte. but I'm gonna go ahead and get this for my Keurig at home. And over here in this area are some more pins. I'm always on the lookout for a Mr. Toad. I got this one about a week ago, but take a look over here. There is Mr. Toad on that as well. I think I'm gonna purchase that one. I'm gonna purchase that. I also stopped in the Main Street confectionery. I'm not gonna get any sweets, but this is very tempting, an orange bird cookie. As I'm heading out, passing some of these attraction posters like Casey's Corner there, the Sunshine Tree Terrace, but also the Wedway PeopleMover previews Space Mountain, the scenic way above the PeopleMover. I really like that poster a lot. And of course, two things I mentioned today, the Monorail and the Walt Disney World RR, the railroad, which hopefully sooner than later, I'm gonna be on again. Area has been completely bulldozed. And that's going to do it for today. Standing here at Heavy Metal Mickey, my way back to my car, parking lot. There's another Mickey going by on a bus, but that is just a regular Mickey. That's not a Heavy Metal Mickey, because I've deemed this Mickey Heavy Metal Mickey because it's made out of some sort of metal, and it's probably heavy. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over. And I could have taken the tram, but I opted to walk it. It was a golf cart. I just decided to walk it. It wasn't that far. Now these three pins right here were the ones I traded for. So I got the teacup, the Epcot logo, and the Mickey there. Might end up trading off the teacup as well. I don't know how many teacups I want to keep. The ones I purchased are Ichabod and Toad. And then out of the 50th Mystery Collection, it realized that 2 pins come in there. But I ended up getting another teacup and a Madame Leota. I don't know, I might trade off the teacups, I might probably keep the Leota because I like Haunted Mansion stuff as well. But yeah, that's what I got today. Also, the pack of batteries that I brought with me in a little package. I have a lot more at the house, but I lost it. I lost somewhere, probably either on the monorail, I don't know where I could have lost it. Maybe even when I was doing some pin trading. Nonetheless, still a successful day.